All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started this evening. I would ask that everybody go ahead and mute so we don't have any background noise interference. We're going to have a very, very important call tonight, and I think one that everyone's going to take away a lot from. So first and foremost, I want to thank you. My name is Mike Gilbert, and this is our August Epic Corporate Call. We appreciate you all being here, taking time out of your busy summer schedule. I know that the nights are precious this time of year, and so to set aside that time and join us is something that we always appreciate. We want to also welcome all of our new partners that have joined the Epic opportunity since our last call in July. Welcome, and we love having you on board and part of this family of entrepreneurs. You have made a very good decision, and you are backed by not only our corporate team, but also by a team of entrepreneurs who truly want your success, which is so rare these days in our world. The great thing about our business model is that when you win, we win. When we win, you win, and everybody benefits from the growth of the company. In fact, in our case, that's even more so because we have a very unique program called Benefits of Equity that no other company in this industry, not only do they not have it, no one ever has had a program like what we offer, which actually gives you the opportunity to earn ownership stake in this company as we grow, as we succeed together. So the Benefits of Equity program really sets us apart on top of already having great people, great products and services, and a great team of independent representatives. So tonight we're going to have a little bit of an abbreviated introduction. We have a very special guest tonight, our chairman, Mr. Nelson Gerard, that I know all of you want to hear from. So I'm going to go through a little bit quicker than I normally do.
Call has started. I'm on it, so I look.
All right, I'm going to mute. If everybody can mute, that would be great. All right, so we're going to start right away tonight with our recognition for the month of June and July. So for our June Customer Club, we want to congratulate the member of our 500 CV Customer Club, Miss Patricia Lloyd. Congratulations, Patricia. You are an absolute rock star. You are on this level virtually every month, if not every month for the last year plus, I believe. So we're so proud of you, and you lead from the front. You are one of a kind. And congratulations on once again achieving the 500 CV Customer Club. Looking at our July customer production, we want to recognize our top open line producers at each of the earned positions. Congratulations to all of these representatives. Our top open line customer producer at Open Line ET, Vicky and Teddy Moore. At ED, Jovens Moncourt. At ND, Vicky and Teddy Moore once again. And our Open Line top customer producer at Open Line SVP and Platinum Senior Vice President, Dave and Carol Silverman. Congratulations. For IMR production, our Open Line production leaders, the #1 spot at Open Line ET, Akwasi Kuffour. Congratulations. At Open Line ED, ND, and SVP, fantastic job, Vicky and Teddy Moore. And our #1 Open Line PSVP, IMR producer, Dave and Carol Silverman. So congratulations to everyone that we just recognized. What I really want to implore you to do is see this board, aspire to be on this leaderboard, and be at that #1 spot next month. I know that nothing would make any of these individuals happier than if someone supplanted them next month and outproduced them. So take that challenge for what it is. You have the rest of August, and I'd love to see you on the leaderboard next month. All right, well, I said this would be an abbreviated introduction, and it really is, because we want to get to the guest of the hour, and we want to take some extra time tonight for Mr. Nelson Gerard to share with you some thoughts, some strategies, some information that we know you need to have, that you want to have. It's not all sunshine and roses. Most of you who have been involved and active and paying attention these last several months know that we've been facing some hurdles and some challenges. But tonight's call is really designed to not only address that situation, but more importantly, to show the path forward, to show and demonstrate that there are people that are succeeding and what is the secret to their success. And there's a theme tonight that I think you're all going to appreciate because all of you at some level, at some point, have demonstrated this quality that Nelson's going to talk about. But it's even more important now that we take it to heart and live this concept. So without further ado, I want to introduce our chairman, Mr. Nelson Gerard.
Thank you, Mike. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Terrific. Well, good evening, Epic family. I'm joining you this evening for two reasons. As Mike said, there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to be sharing a lot of information with you and providing you full transparency as where we are as a company and the real challenges we face together if we're to survive and ultimately thrive. I'm also going to share steps we've taken and what we're planning to do to keep the business on track and to sustain this opportunity for you and your partners. I'm going to communicate what we need to do together starting tonight, immediately, as soon as this Zoom is over, to turn this ship around and to succeed as a team. And I'm going to share a few stories and examples of your fellow representatives, leaders within the company who have demonstrated the effort, commitment, and leadership that will ultimately define our turnaround. Because turnaround is what we are going to do. There's simply no other option. We must turn this around. And there's been a lot of tough choices and tough decisions that have been made and will be made, but we're in the proper place. It's not a pleasant place, but it's the proper place to make things happen. So the theme for tonight, a little different than what you might be accustomed to or expecting, is grit. Not just grit, but true grit. And this isn't a Western. This is about what it takes to succeed. So, for example, studies have shown that there's one characteristic that has emerged as a predictor of success. And that characteristic, it's not social intelligence, it's not good looks, it's not physical health, and it's not IQ. It was grit. This is what the study shows. So what is grit? Grit is passion. It's perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but year after year. Grit is synonymous with working really hard despite obstacles and challenges to make one's desired future a reality. People talk about success, but what does it take to get there? So whether you think about it or not, grit is what we all need to be successful at whatever we choose in life. In an age where some of us are focusing on the it factor, we should really be asking ourselves if we have the grit factor. Do we have the guts, the resilience, the initiative, the drive, and the tenacity to be successful? It's a tough question, and the answers aren't always yes. Not everybody has it, but you're still here today. You're with us today, so that's a testament to a lot of these, the resilience, the initiative, the tenacity. You're still here. You're with us. You've been struggling alongside of us. We're partners in this endeavor. And what better type of company than Epic that has really the most dynamic and innovative, business opportunity known within network marketing. There's nothing even close to it. Based upon that alone, you could be selling toilet paper for, a commodity with something with absolutely no appeal, no sexiness. And because of the business opportunity is so sexy and so dynamic and so innovative, we could be successful on that and should be successful on that alone. So, history provides many great examples of people who have demonstrated these great qualities, have shown that they have grit. And in all these cases, these individuals were part of epic movements that are still remembered today. I don't know. Think of the guts of Harriet Tubman, who fearlessly led hundreds to freedom, or the resilience of Abraham Lincoln, who lost every single election he ever ran in until that last one, till that one time. What about the initiative of John F. Kennedy to declare boldly that we will put a man on the moon, or the tenacity of Jackie Robinson, who simply refused to be broken? That's grit. The common thread among all these leaders is that initial failures do not stop them. And why? Because they all had grit. They were determined. Not surprisingly, this has also been the secret to success for many of the individuals who are with us on tonight's call. Now, I'm going to talk about a few of these folks in just a minute, but let me say that I'm here to implore each and every one of you to find your inner grit. That's what it's going to take in order to be part of this solution as we build this company back to a position of strength. It's time. There is no other choice. The alternative is not very desirable. It hasn't been easy. It's not fun. Success, it's like I always say to my kids when I coach them, and I've coached them in, as many of you have heard before, as many as 4 sports in a single school year. I said, if you do your best and you don't win, I'm proud of you. But always remember, winning is more fun than losing. I'd like to have some fun. Let's win. Let's have some fun. So now that I've outlined the central theme of tonight, I'm going to demonstrate a little grit of my own and address the elephant in the room. I'm going to be very honest and equally transparent because each and every one of you need to understand our current situation and your role in the turnaround of our epic company. Remember, this is an epic opportunity with benefits of equity, which gives you an equitable and proportional stake in the success of this company as the business owner. You have just as much at stake. Well, you don't have just as much at stake. That's not true. You have just as much upside on a pro rata basis as I do. You don't have the risk that I have as a capital investor, but as an epic partner, you have the potential to share it proportionally in proportion to the success of this company as I do as the business owner. No other network marketing company can make that statement. And that alone sets us apart from everybody and everything on the planet. So, as most of you are aware, Epic was not able to pay out full residuals last month. Why? Because our expenses have been exceeding our revenue for many, many months. But, it's not a complicated concept and it's not a new problem. This has been ongoing. But the last couple of months, we barely cleared the bars to pay payroll, much less commissions in full. And, we've only been able to do that after a great deal of stress and financial maneuvering. And to borrow an old adage, or to coin an old adage, we're constantly borrowing Peter to pay Paul. I mean, this way of doing business is obviously not sustainable historically. And we kind of, I hate to say it, but we saw it coming because there's a certain seasonality to the business. May, June, and July are usually soft months. They're not our strong months. So, we get this seasonal fluctuation, but in June and July, we saw a dip in revenue and the cost of keeping the doors open far exceeded. And I don't mean by a few shekels, by significant amounts of money, far exceeded the revenue that was being generated. And, I get it. It's summer and people want to do summer things and, whatever, but it was detrimental and harmful to the company. So that's just reality. That's just being absolutely transparent and, say or think what you will, numbers don't lie. So while we do intend to pay the commissions to every representative, we've had to take some very dramatic and drastic measures to do so, including but not limited to cutting back on staff. Once again, we're at bare minimum staffing, and even the staff we have has been cut back on hours. So, it's tough, but we're still here. And it's unfortunate and painful for all of us. We either do that or we make the ultimate terrible decision, which we're fighting tooth and nail to avoid because we feel there's so much potential and opportunity. So let's, we need to come together. We need to make this happen now. This is not something that we could say, wait and see. We have to come together and have action. So I'm telling you this not to scare you or to make you feel bad, but I want you to understand the urgency of the present situation, this moment. This is not a wait and see situation. And there's simply just nothing else for corporate to cut. If I told you the cuts we've taken, if I told you the sacrifices the people at corporate have made, you probably wouldn't even believe me. But, that's neither here nor there. Trust me, they're dramatic, they're painful. I wish we didn't have to go there, but, we do. So if we're to survive, there's nothing more corporate can do. There's no more room for optimization or reductions. The only path forward is increased revenue from bringing in new partners and new customers by sharing our products and services, new partners, new customers, new partners, new customers. That's what has to happen now, at the end of this soon, maybe even while we're on this soon. Now, look, when it comes to our products, I think we all agree. Monovita, Captivita, Oxygen, great products, outstanding brands. Some of them are even incredible. Some people have described some of them as life-changing. But sadly, we've had to make some difficult decisions in that area as well. And the reality is that we don't generate enough sales to support a wide variety of products, the width of products or the breadth of products that we've been accustomed to. So, moving forward, we're going to focus on our most important and most beneficial products so that we can prioritize, at corporate, we can prioritize the continuity, which will allow you to effectively market our products with confidence. Hard decisions are being made about some of the items in our portfolio that may disappoint you. But, the renewed focus on the fewer, more important items that we do greater business in and is a necessity for sustainability. It's, better to have fewer and go deep than go wide and go shallow. I mean, it's hard to be able to process orders with factories when we don't have the quantities to justify the production. So better to go narrow and deep than wide and shallow, if you follow me. So as they say in sports, the best ability is availability. And we're going to do our best to ensure the products you're promoting are always available. So this is how corporate is trying to, or will try to embody the concept of grit. We're taking the hits, we're feeling the pain, we're making multiple and difficult, painful, very necessary decisions that demonstrate our commitment to you and this business. I don't want you to let these words just go in one ear and out the other. I want you to hear what I'm saying, because these cost-cutting measures and reductions of products, those are our paths forward. But it's not a clear path. It's no path without you, without action, without you finding and deploying your own sense of grit, your own determination. I mean, you're obviously tenacious. You're still with us. You're still here. Lots of people have quit for whatever variety of reasons, good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't really matter. But you need to understand that the status quo is simply not sustainable. And the status quo right now is about revenue. The current revenue stream is not sustainable. Now, what corporate needs everyone to do is get truly gritty, and rebuild your own business. And, I've said this, I recall saying this in the past, but if everyone on this call brought in one new business partner and had 3 to 5 new customers in the next 30 days, what a difference it would make. What a difference it would make. If on average we had one new business partner and just 3 new customers for everyone on this call, this conversation would be entirely different. And if that little bit of momentum sustained month after month, it'd be a game changer. Many of the problems we have right now would be greatly mediated. So, grit is yes, I can do this. You know, complacency is let somebody else do it and we'll see what happens. Waiting to see what happens is a programmed outcome. It's predictable. So we need to change the dynamic. We need a paradigm shift. We need action. We need people to engage. We have people that are engaging, but we need more people to engage. We need business partners and we need new customers. So, you know, we need you to promote the Epic opportunity. It's the best opportunity out there. We need you to promote our products and our services. And our services are actually, you've heard me say many times, services are not the future. Well, I got to tell you, we have some great services. I mean, I'll admit that, I didn't think we could have services that we have that are as good as we have, but we have good services. The problem is they're not being marketed. We're not generating new customers for these services. And as I've said, and I'll say again repeatedly, you need to promote the benefits of equity. It's the most dynamic, innovative business opportunity in all of network marketing. I'm going to say it again. The benefits of equity is only the most dynamic and innovative business opportunity in all of network marketing. I'm sorry. No other business that I know of on the planet offers all of its employees or all of its partners or all of its representatives all of the upsides of the profitability and success of a company. I don't know of a single one. And frankly, that's the best 10-minute elevator or 3-minute elevator pitch I could ever think of. So only when we come together on this, it's the only path forward. Now, don't get me wrong, not everything. Listen, we don't have revenue to cover expenses. That's not good. And like I said, the status quo is not sustainable. But I want to talk about a few folks who not only understand grit, but who are living it despite the company's woes. And these representatives always taken ownership of their business despite the obstacles and the challenges. And they recognize and control their own destiny. These individuals embody true grit and live their life with grit. So here's just a few examples, and I hope a few examples that I hope might inspire you, because I know they inspire me. The reason we keep working so hard to save this company, not just me, but and I know that you say, well, I don't hear from you. I don't hear, but I'm still here. It's tough. It's frustrating. I just feel like we've got this. I mean, I've said this, maybe it's out of character for me to say this. We have a $20 million race car sitting in the driver. I consider Epic a $20 million race car. But a $20 million race car without a driver is worthless. It's a paperweight. It's a piece of art. It might as well just be a statue. You are the drivers. You're the drivers of this racing machine. You've got this fantastic thing built to rip up the track and generate revenue, but it needs somebody to drive it. So, I just want you to understand we have people who are working hard, but we're not building. But these people are working hard despite adversity, despite obstacles, despite excuses. So, understand that for every person that I mentioned, there are 10 more like them who are giving it their best. But, we need to grow and we need to get customers. So let's talk about people who have guts. So, you remember this gutsy gal from a recent corporate call. I'm talking about our executive director, Crystal Malone, and she exemplifies the essence of guts. Her loudest and gutsiest message is wrapped around her vehicle and permanently advertising her oxygen brand and business. There's absolutely no hiding from it. She's constantly on the road, and her oxygen path takes her from her home in Tennessee to Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Jersey, and the sole purpose of promoting her business. I mean, it's awesome. That's grit. That's living it. So Then there's Executive Director Shirley Roach, National Directors Dr. Winifred French and Yvonne Lathan, and SVP Cheryl Niles are more gutsy gals with grit. These ladies have continued their support with big monthly subscriptions. Just like these reps, we know there are many more of you who've stuck it out, like ET's Derek Green, Joan Jack, and Joyce Holloway, as well as senior VPs Linda Barnett and Jeff Chambers, because you believe in the Epic outcome. Thank you. Thank you. I love that these people just are continuing to grind, because, it's easy to quit. I mean, it is easy to quit. Anybody can quit. But, many a top athlete, Kobe Bryant used to say, being great is doing the things that you hate doing. That's how you become great. You do the things you hate doing, so that's how you become the best, how you become the GOAT. And, it takes resilience. And despite not being on the front line, I'm not on the front line. Corporate has shared with me reps like SVP Donnell Singleton often easily overcome adversity and crisis. Although his glass is always full of kindness, Donnell approaches all challenges with grit and is continuously thinking outside the box for solutions. Donnell and Executive Director Joseph Glover have recently worked with corporate to overcome some challenges created by back orders. Their optimism has inspired them. Their optimism has inspired them to keep their monthly subscriptions and take advantage of Epic deals of the week to maintain CV and positions. They're at it. They're playing to win. But as Donnell has shared with corporate, having a robust supply of products on hand has saved him and his team many times. He's offered to share products and collaborate with others. Both Joseph and Donnell view everyday challenges as opportunities, thus showcasing their resilience and commitment to Epic, this Epic opportunity. Then you have people who, it's all about initiative. And, although SVP Teddy Moore's in Georgia and ET Ellen Fogarty is in New York, they have full schedules with in-person events and pop-ups. They constantly share Oxygen, Montevita, Captivita brands, as well as with as many people as possible to acquire new customers and businesses. I mean, they're hundreds, 1,000 miles apart, but regardless of inventory challenges, Teddy always does robust business, depending upon, what we have available. Sell what you have. Yeah, I get it. You'd like to have everything, but, Teddy always has products available for immediate purchase. It may not be the one you think you got to have, but, you sell what you have. So, at events, Teddy samples and shares Oxygen products. It's not unusual for a corporate to receive a last-minute call from Teddy requesting an overnight delivery, an overnight order. And then you have National Director Yvonne Graham and Executive Trainer Eva Gordon and ET Michelle Khan support SVP Jovens Moncour during his Super Saturday events. They're always there, working together. They educate our existing partners while sharing the benefits of the Epic business opportunity with potential new IMRs, potential new partners. And I can't exclude SVP Jamal Meeks, who creates new and innovative ways like speed dating to generate interest in our products and services. I mean, I love that. It's great. It's creative. I mean, that's what's great about this business, is it gives you an opportunity to be creative. So all these reps, leadership, and their drive have helped them expand their growing customer and partner base, in turn helping us get back on the right track. But we need more of you to engage. Now, last but certainly not least, tenacity. What can I say? About Senior Vice President Patricia Lloyd, our resident original gospel gangster from California. She is a constant top achiever and always on the Epic leaderboard. She never gives up on a prospect, and her persistence pays off regularly. Oh, she's proven she's on a mission to spread the good word about the Lord and oxygen. Rest assured, anyone who smiles at her will either become a customer or a business partner. Now, Patricia, don't get mad at me, but she's 81 years old, seasoned, old enough to know better, seasoned enough not to care, and experienced enough to get the job done. But she's not the only senior slaying the leaderboard. Senior Vice President Dr. Winifred French consistently joins Patricia with her name in lights. These are great role models, terrific examples. I mean, these are the people, they are my why. Just so you're clear. They are the why. It's to be so easy to quit. It's been so easy for many of our past partners to just quit because it's just easy. I'll say it again. Winning is more fun than losing. But, the other thing I've always said to my sons is, we hate losing more than we love winning. And that's what we live by. So this proves, they just prove that anyone at any stage of life can become a successful Epic business partner and leader. It just takes determination, inspiration, motivation, and grit to build your business or rebuild your business. Now, I can't mention everyone I would like to, but I know who you are and appreciate your guts, your resilience, your initiative, and your tenacity. Most of all, I appreciate your loyalty, your leadership, and that you're still with us and you haven't quit. So, look, in closing, I'd like to implore each and every one of you once again to find your inner grit, to be part of the solution. Waiting and seeing, standing by, watching the clock or watching the days pass or waiting for somebody to do it for you is not the solution. Please engage so we can rebuild this company back to a position of strength. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. I look forward to a turnaround. We're still here. We're fighting for you. God bless. God bless Epic. God bless this country. And I wish you all a blessed night. Thank you for your patience and your commitment and loyalty. Thank you.
Thank you, Nelson. It was great seeing you.
Appreciate it.
I am renewed and motivated again.
Yes, and I am too.
I am too, Nelson. I'm a part of the solution. We're going to turn this around.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Nelson. We sure are.
Inspirational, Nelson. Thank you.
Mhm.
Nelson, when you came on board, you turned this company around. I remember seeing you first on stage when you became part of the company, and thank you so much for believing in us. And though I've been a part of this journey and challenges, I'm a believer and I'm still sticking through and staying. I'm struggling, but I'm here. Thank you for all that you've done.
Nelson, this is Shelley Bigelow, and I'm a voice from the past. I've been struggling with cancer, but thank God I'm in remission now, and I've never given up on Epic past 5 links, and I will do the best I can, and I'm not giving up as well. I so love our products. I love our services, and I would hate to see us disappear because our products have saved my life from Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I'm just so thankful, and I just wanted you to know that and hear my voice.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sean. I'll pray.
Also, I just want to jump in real quick. This is Teddy. I really appreciate your leadership, appreciate your commitment. I know you're on the front line. A lot of times people don't see you on the front line, but I know you're in the grind. So like I always tell people that you were definitely a ram in the bush when we needed it. We're gonna continue praying for you, and I know this company's gonna. It's a greasy hill going up, but it's not impossible. So I know this company will turn around. And because of what you said tonight about grit and grind, I think everybody on here is going to take their full responsibility. So thanks again for being the leader that you are.
Thanks again, Nelson. This is Joe Glover here for your leadership.
Thank you,
your
Nelson. I'm going to work up and turn this around.
Just want to say thank you again, Nelson. This is Joe Glover. And we're going to make this happen because God didn't just do this and put this in our lives just as a passing thing. This is a blessing to the world, and we're going to pass it on. That's what we're here for. Thank you.
And Teddy Moore, I'm still here in Georgia, so please, this is Shelly Bigelow. If you could reach out to me, if you have my number, it's still the same. I'll put it in the chat as well. I'm still here in Georgia.
Sure.
Thank you, Nelson. This is Sherman and Ann. We want to thank you for still being our hero. You have done so much in the past, and you're continuing to help us to move forward. So we just appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Nelson, this is Ann. I appreciate the fact that you finally came back. We have missed you. We need your leadership. You know, you cannot lead from behind. That's what you told us. So, Coach, come on and be the man and know that you have a winning team with Epic. So let's make it happen and make everyone feel like we're going back to the top and show out, because we're going to do bigger and greater things with you leading the way, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eddie Traylor, I would like to thank you, Nelson, for keeping the Epic fundraiser going. Robert Hillbay and my other recruit, Dolores Evans, we're going to do our best to help bring it up. It's a big market out there for the churches, so we thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you.